Come on, girl. What's up, Tom? What's up, buddy? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Thanks, everybody. We just getting going here. Take a little time to get, and we'll have a little chat about these guys. I see we got two people in here. There we go. There's the second like. Awesome, awesome. No, you don't go. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We're trying to see you. Hey, hey, ma'am. Hello. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me, ma'am. Hey, hey. How about you stay right here so we can see you? How about that? What do you think? You want to stay right here for just a little bit so we can see you? It's already hard enough to see you already because you look just like that rock that you're laying on. Yeah, guys, once we get some people rolling in here, what's up, Soviet Kitty? But why stay back, Kitty? What you talking about? I think Kitty was saying he'll be back. Really don't like when someone comes in and leaves in a second like that, 'cause it looks like they swipe past. Dang. But anyway, guys, obviously last night the stream went a little better last night. We'll see how tonight goes here. I got to send out the text message to everybody. Let's see here. There we go. Sent the text to everybody. Let everybody know we're live. Start getting some folks in here. Does everybody's video look clear? Does it look okay? Does everybody's video look clear? Never. ma'am. Don't even think about it. No, ma'am. Hey. You're going to stay down here right now. You're not climbing right now. No, ma'am. We've got to be able to see you. We're going to give you something to eat here in a few. We're just letting people get in here, see if anybody's going to show up. Then we will let you climb. But for right now, you have to stay down here. Okay? But anyway, as everybody could see, last night, went over fairly well. It was nothing in comparison to what we used to do, but it was much better than we have been doing. So we can't complain about that. Things may slowly start to turn around here on this channel, which would be great if it does. What's up, kitty? I guess while we're waiting to see if we can get a few more people in here, we will get some rodent stalling out, get that ready to go. We got a handful of different snakes to look at tonight, and obviously we got to feed some. Still here, kitty? Maybe Party Joe will get back in here tonight. Pearl, maybe a bunch of them that haven't been coming will get back in tonight. That'd be kind of cool. That helped us out. We picked up a couple of new people. What's up, everybody? Looked like we was just up to 7 there for a second. With any luck, they're still on here. I forgot to schedule the stream last night. That's actually why I started another stream, was because I accidentally hit the button to start rather than schedule. So I ended up back on here last night, and me and Andrew, chatted for a while and everything, but I'm just texting out to everybody, letting them know we're live here. Said, don't have many people stopping in yet here, so. What's up, Fish? What's up, buddy? We're just now getting rolling. I'm getting some rooms ready and stuff. We're going to feed a couple of different snakes that y'all haven't seen yet. Is the counter being stupid, or is there people out of here? Put a fish in the comments to let me know you're here. I'm getting things ready, guys. I'm getting some rodents ready. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. I'm not trying to be boring. I'm just trying to get these rodents ready to feed a couple of different snakes here tonight. There, we've got a few people just stopped by. That's cool. Cool. Thank you guys for stopping in. I appreciate it. So, did everybody have a good day today? Anybody do that Black Friday stuff? Anyway, guys, this snake right here is a Southwest speckled rattlesnake. It's just like the one we call Fang and the other one. However, this is the white version, and as you see, she's laying on some white rocks there. And that's how the speckled rattlesnakes get their color. They have evolved to blend seamlessly with their surroundings. And if this wasn't a snake channel and y'all so used to seeing snakes, I'm not sure that you'd realize if she was coiled up into just a coil laying in them rocks. But since we know this is a snake channel, we know that that's a snake laying there. But even her eyes, let me show you here. Even the eyes on this snake are white. Everything is white except a little bit of pattern, which, if you look at the rocks underneath her, same thing. The white rocks with a little bit of dark pattern there. I'm glad you had a day, fish. Awesome. That's awesome. How about anybody else? Everybody else have a good day? No, girl, you're going to stay right there. You're not climbing right now. I'm not letting you climb right now. Snake loves to climb to the top of her cage, but we're not going to allow it tonight for a little while here. Hey, no, ma'am. Excuse me. There you go. Excuse me, ma'am. I know you want to go up there, but you can't tonight. I'm sorry. No, ma'am. Hey. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're going to stay down here. People can't see you when you're climbed up. No shipping or no shopping. You stayed home or stayed sane, maybe. Yeah, the same up for debate, but at least you got to stay peaceful. There she goes. I'll go down towards the ground. We can still see her when she's down low. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in here. Certainly appreciate it. Like I say, I'm working on getting some rodents stalled out and stuff for us so we can do some feeding. She's going to climb up over the other side of the rocks here. What's up, Cayman? This is a southwestern speckled rattlesnake. This one is what's called so echo guy. Forgot to turn the volume down there. What's up, sunshine? I appreciate you making time to visit. Definitely appreciate it very much. So we're taking a look at a different snake or two here. We've got a couple of snakes to check out tonight. I'm trying to get a good view here because she's wanting to hide from me. She decided to hide from us. But we're not going to let her hide here. We're gonna push her along. We got her rattling. What's the girl? Here, let's take that out and see if we have enough room in here for this. Oh, crap. me, girl. There we go. She's a very pretty snake. I love this snake. I love all my snakes, but you know, some of them are just super striking, and she's one of them. You know, these snakes here are found in the wild. Not a well, this is a captive breed individual, but the genetics to this is not a captive produced genetic. Now trying to find in the wild is like trying to find chicken teeth, and I don't know if you ever tried to find chicken teeth or not, but they're pretty scarce. It's western speckled rattlesnake. Also in the hobby call him a white speck or a white speckled rattlesnake. Now that I put the camera on the inside, she's to move again here. So let me with her. She had any photo training yet. She's only is anybody having a problem with lagging? I gotta figure out something here. Hey, is that any better there, Cayman? Let me know. Let me know how the video quality is and all that. Okay, let me see if I can get this thing to straighten up for me. I don't know. Just hang on, guys. I'm going to change the internet signal. Give me just a minute. All right, guys. This thing may bucker or it may black screen for just a minute. Do not leave. I will be right back here. The stream will be right back. So stick right around here. All right, guys. With any luck, it should clear up good now. Is the video any clearer? Cayman, she did have a name. I used to call her Blizzard, but now that we have the Blizzard Monocle Cobras, we do need a different name. So maybe we could go ahead and name her your suggestion there, like Snowflake. I think Snowflake would be a good one. Let me check. I don't know why she's being difficult about, where she wants to sit, but we're gonna move her here so that way she's in a better position. There, excuse me, ma'am. There you go. There you go, ma'am. No, ma'am, stay right there. Hey, come on. You sit right here. You always want to be on your rock pile, but tonight you don't want to be. Tonight you want to be a pain in the butt because I'm trying to do something here, huh? Yeah, we could name her Elsa. That would be all right. Yeah, we can call her Elsa. I don't mind. That'll work. Here, I got an idea. I'm going to spin the cage around. Since she wants to keep going to this end and hiding, maybe we can do it like this, and we'll work around her shenanigans. There we go. But once I get done thawing the rodents and everything, it's not going to be a problem because she's going to eat, and she will be out where we see her while she's eating. Yeah, every once in a while, the snakes just do not want to do what you want them to do. Hey guys, let's get that chat rolling. Let's get the chat moving along. That's what helped us last night. We had a pretty good night last night, and it's because that chat was going. Everybody talking about Thanksgiving and stuff, it really helped us out. Thank you, Fish. Thank you. Thanks, Eliza. Start talking, Eliza. Get everybody talking in here. The rodents are getting there. We're getting pretty close. They'll be thawed out here in no time. Looks like 8 o'clock. We may have to move the streams up to 8 o'clock because it seems like around 8 o'clock, even when I start at 7:30, that's when we start seeing the best turnout, is getting closer to 8. Are you here, Taiwan? Won't be long here, and we'll get this snake eaten for us. So guys, we're going to start doing things just a little bit different in the beginning of our streams. I know some people have different beliefs, than others and stuff, but me and my family, we believe, as far as God goes and heaven and all that stuff, we believe. So I would like to, start changing some things just a little bit, and we're going to start off in the beginning of our streams, from now on, when we're working with these venomous snakes. Instead of me doing it quietly to myself, we are going to do it, out loud. So anyway, we're going to get rolling here, guys. So, dear Lord, thank you for bringing us together today. Thank you for the beauty of your creation. From the soaring eagles to the tiny ants that somehow always find the picnic basket, to the rattlesnakes who remind us that sometimes your creations come with a warning label. Give us open hearts, curious minds, and the good sense to appreciate snakes from a comfortable distance and keep myself and any others doing this hobby safe. Amen. But today we're talking about a creature that's mysterious, beautiful, and misunderstood. And absolutely not something you want to accidentally step on while you're wearing flip-flops. Yes, I'm talking about the white-speckled rattlesnake. It's a stunning yet sassy serpent that looks like it was designed by Mother Nature after she discovered glitter. Now, before anyone gets nervous, this talk is not interactive. You're not going to actually have to put your hands on a snake, no surprise demonstrations. No, let's pass the rattlesnake around the room and test our faith, We're just here to learn, laugh, and leave with a deeper appreciation for a creature whose motto is basically look pretty, stay hidden, rattle dramatically when annoyed. The white-speckled rattlesnake, also called the white-spotted rattlesnake, if you want to sound scholarly, I guess. It's a North American pit viper known for its light-colored body covered in the dark and bright speckles. If a regular rattlesnake is dressed for a business meeting, the white-speckled rattlesnake is dressed for a night in Las Vegas. These snakes are usually found in the rocky desert areas. They blend into the landscape so well that hikers often walk right past them or around them. Or in my case, teleport away emotionally the moment they hear a rattle. Mother Nature gave this snake camouflage so effective it could hide on a countertop made of the same rock and you'd never find it until it was too late and you've invented a new kind of scream. Now let's talk about the snake's most iconic feature, its rattle. This is basically the snake's built-in alarm system. Some animals run away when they're scared, but the rattlesnake says, if you could back up about 3 feet, that'd be great. Thank you. Imagine if humans had this ability, someone bothers you at the grocery store, shake your wrist or your ass and make a warning sound. Someone tries to wake you up too early, you rattle. Someone asks if you can hop on a quick Zoom call, rattle aggressively. But rattlesnakes don't rattle just to be dramatic, although drama is definitely a perk. The rattlesnakes rattle to avoid conflict. It's basically their polite way of saying, I'm small, I'm scared, don't mess with me, please don't step on me, I have trust issues. White speckled rattlesnakes have a talent for hiding and waiting, which makes them the introverts of the reptile world. Their hunting strategy is very simple. Sit still, don't move, continue not moving, ambush something that didn't expect it. While other animals chase down prey, rattlesnakes prefer the I'll just wait for dinner to wander by method. Honestly, I'm the same way. I don't go out chasing my dinner. I just wait until the warden says, hey, here's your dinner, and sits it in front of my face. They use heat sensing pits on their face, nature's version of the night vision goggles. That's to detect the warm-blooded snack items like mice and lizards. Even though lizards are cold-blooded, they still do, eat lizards. And occasionally, that one hiker that just forgot to wear boots. I'm just kidding, guys. They're not going to eat a hiker. But here's where the story really kind of gets interesting. Rattlesnakes are more scared of us than we are of them. That might be a little bit of a stretch. Some of us are very scared of them, but truly, rattlesnakes do not wake up in the morning thinking, how many humans can I mess with today? They just want to survive. They want to hunt. They want to sunbathe, and they want to rattle at anyone who messes with their quiet time. In fact, rattlesnakes are incredibly important to the ecosystem. They keep rodent populations under control, which helps prevent disease, crop damage, and the emotional trauma of opening up your pantry and finding a mouse eating your cereal. So, in a way, the rattlesnake is a tiny desert hero, maybe a sparkly fanged, slightly moody hero. Now, if it wouldn't be I guess it wouldn't be a responsible talk if I didn't give, a few safety pointers. So, number one is just watch where you step. The rattlesnakes, blend into rocks, so well that they might as well come with an invisible cloak. Number two is don't poke it. This sounds obvious, but someone out there needs to hear it. If you see a rattlesnake, do not touch it. Don't try to pet it. Don't confront it. Don't challenge it to a duel, or attempt to make it your emotional support animal. Leave that to idiots like me. If it rattles, respect that rattle. This is the snake's polite warning. It is saying, I do not want trouble. Let's not play a game of let's see who's braver. Number four, give it some space. As much space as possible. Think of the snake as someone who didn't sign up for small talk. Guys, a few fun facts about these guys is, let's just run through some. Because nothing livens up a speech, quite like, I guess, trivia, you can use to impress people or win obscure categories in a game night. So, fact number one is their venom is designed to subdue prey, not chase down humans who owe them money. Number two, a rattlesnake's rattle grows a new segment each time it sheds its skin. Sadly, no. You cannot determine its age by the number of segments. This isn't a tree trunk. Number three, they can control the volume and speed of their rattle. Basically, they have a built-in volume knob. Mine would be stuck on max every time someone sneaks up behind me. Number four, they help maintain balance in the desert ecosystems and the ecosystems all over the United States and the Americas, making them valuable contributors to biodiversity. So, with all that, I'd like to give them a moment of gratitude. It may sound strange, but we should be grateful for these snakes. Yes, they're dangerous. Yes, they're intimidating, but they're also beautifully adapted, incredibly efficient, and perfectly positioned in the world God created. They remind us that even the scariest things can have purpose. Even the things we misunderstand can be precious. And even the creatures we fear have their own place under the sun. So, the next time you're out in the desert or anywhere in the woods and you hear that distinctive rattle, try to remember it's not personal. It's not a threat. It's just a fancy snake saying, "Hello, you're too close to my comfort zone. Please relocate yourself before we both regret it." But the white speckled rattlesnake is a reminder that the world is full of surprises. Some beautiful, some frightening, and some sprinkled with specks, like someone went wild with a paintbrush. In closing, may we talk through life with curiosity, respect for nature, and the wisdom to appreciate a rattlesnake from a safe, emotionally healthy distance. And thank you guys. God bless you. And may your encounters with nature be peaceful, inspiring, and completely fang free. And let me check on those rodents and see if they have finished stalling out yet. All right, there we go. Boom. And as you see, old girl didn't waste a second of time. Hi, animal, bye, animal. Oh yeah, the speckled rattlesnake is a lot like an arboreal viper. Whenever they bite their prey, 9 times out of 10 they will hang on to it. Animal expert, man. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean, Tom. Most of the time, they bite it and leave it go. Um, but if you remember when I fed Fang in the other spec, if you remember, Fang opened its mouth very, very slowly and gently grabbed a hold, but then she held on to it for a while before she let go to go find the other end. I know it's very strange seeing a rattlesnake bite and hold on, but these specs do it. What's up, Iron Sword? Make sure you tell that damn Limp Biscuit to give us a like. A like and a comment. And then he can go if he wants. I know you said his pussy's hurting today, but tell him to hold some ice on it for a couple of minutes so he can give us a like. I guess last night, everybody was just tired. They probably, was flicking through the streams and landed on ours and fell asleep and left it play. Because tonight everybody's leaving. They come in and then they leave. All right, Kitty. There's a couple other things here, quick, guys, that I want to leave you with. Just a few life lessons we can learn from the white speckled rattlesnake. And yeah, you heard me right. We're taking self-improvement advice from a venomous noodle. So the rattlesnake doesn't stay silent when something's wrong. It doesn't whisper. It doesn't hint. It rattles, and it does so loudly. Sometimes in life we try to be too polite. We say it's fine, when our foot is being stepped on. Meanwhile, the rattlesnake would have rattled so hard it could start a, percussion band. So, if your boundaries are crossed, channel your inner rattlesnake and say, hey, please step back one emotional foot. I guess lesson 2 would be, stay grounded, but stay glamorous. The white speckled rattlesnake spends most of its time on the ground, but that doesn't stop it from looking fabulous. It sparkles, it shimmers, it glitters in the sunlight, like it's about to drop a new fashion line. So the lesson from that is be humble, but don't forget to shine. You can be down to earth and dazzling, even if you can't pull off scales, speckles, or the ability to unhinge your jaw. Lesson 3 would be don't waste energy on things that don't matter. And this is a big one, guys. A rattlesnake doesn't chase people around. It doesn't run marathons. It doesn't overthink. It spends its energy very wisely. It moves when it must. Otherwise, it chills in the shade like a reptile version of a Zen master. Imagine if we all conserved our energy like that. Should I argue with this stranger on the internet? Nope. Enter snake mode. Stay still. Should I respond to all 47 emails from work on a Saturday? Shake a metaphorical rattle and walk away. Should I get into drama? Absolutely not. The rattlesnake says, conserve your venom. Lesson 4 would be, even the fierce need peace. It's easy to assume rattlesnakes are aggressive, but really, they just want to be left alone to sunbathe, digest their lunch, and enjoy the quiet. Honestly, I'm exactly the same. The snake isn't dangerous because it's mean, it's dangerous because it's protective. And sometimes the strongest people, the ones who seem intimidating or hard to approach, are simply guarding their peace too. We can respect that in one another. And something that I need to close this out with is, a final prayer for the road with this snake. So, as we leave this place today, help us walk wisely, respect your creation, and remember that even the smallest creatures, even the scaly, rattling, slightly terrifying ones, have lessons to teach us. Let us move through the world with courage, with compassion, and with good enough sense not to poke any rattlesnakes along the way. Amen. And with that, she has finished her rodent. So I will get another one here and we'll see if she's willing to eat. And this little one here does have a name. I want to say Soviet Kitty or Animal Expert has named this snake in the past. So this one does have a name already. But we have not shown this snake in quite a long time on the channel. Awesome, David, awesome. There we go, guys. So, here's another one. Like I say, sometimes she's reluctant to eat, but I think we might be able to get her too. So, we're going to give it a try. See if we can get her to eat on camera. What's up, Dad Life? It has been a minute, buddy. How are you? Good to see you. Let me heat it up a little more. It might not be warm enough. Awesome, man. Awesome. Hey, Dad Life, we have a new channel. If you don't mind, and anybody else that has not already done so, the warden's going to put something in the chat here. You got to type it exactly like this to find it. But go to this channel and subscribe, please. It would really help us out. We're trying to get up to 50 subscribers very quickly so we can do our live streams over there. Come on, girl. I'm going to annoy you. There you go. I hope y'all caught that. We're at 20 likes. Awesome. We appreciate all your support there, Dad Life. Thank you very much. Yeah, we thought we lost everybody, you know, like you and several others we haven't seen in quite a while. And our streams have not done so good. And we didn't know what happened, you know. But it's really nice to see y'all. Anyway, this little girl you're looking at now, her name is Bethany. She is one of Snitch's offspring. And as you see, she's drinking the water that dripped off of the rodent onto her heat mat there. We got to get her some water, but after she eats this rodent, we'll give her some more water. So guys, with this one here, we're talking about a creature so unique, so eye-catching, so dazzling, it looks like it crawled straight out of Willy Wonka's reptile factory. This one here is the juvenile western diamondback rattlesnake, the tangerine albino morph. That's right, the baby version of the snake that you already didn't want to meet, the adult version, but now bright orange. Think of a regular western diamondback. Now imagine it dipped in a creamsicle. Now imagine it with an attitude. That's the tangerine albino morph. Don't worry though, just like the last talk, this one is not interactive either. You're not going to have to see the live snakes in person, no special guests, no reach under your chair and discover what slithered in. We're keeping this educational, inspirational, and 100% fang free for y'all. The western diamondback rattlesnake is one of the most iconic rattlesnakes in North America. They're big, they're bold, they're confident. Basically the cowboy of the snake world. Now, make it a baby, now give it albinism, which removes dark pigments. Now add a tangerine coloration, a bright orange glow that looks like the snake has been living on a steady diet of Gatorade and sunshine. The result? A reptile that looks like it's about to headline a tropical fruit commercial. This morph is so visually striking that even people who hate snakes go, okay, but that one's kind of cute. At least from a distance, preferably from a zoomed in photo printed on a calendar. Juvenile rattlesnakes, especially morphs like the tangerine albino, are like teenagers. They don't look like adults yet. They're figuring things out, and their fashion choices are, a little funny, sometimes bold. Baby rattlesnakes often have brighter colors than adults. The smaller ones, more delicate patterns, shorter rattles, sometimes just a button. Big, curious but don't touch me energy. This particular morph is especially vibrant as a juvenile. Their colors often peak before adulthood. Think of this. Human adults slowly get gray hair, unless you're me, and then it gets really fast. Juvenile tangerine rattlesnakes slowly lose their neon, radioactive cheese puff glow. Baby rattlesnakes might be small, but they come pre-installed with the full list of snake features. They got the heat sense and pitch, they got the venom, the strong survival instinct, the ability to look offended without, having eyebrows. But here's something people often get wrong. Juvenile rattlesnakes are not more dangerous because they can't control their venom, blah, blah, blah. That's a myth. They just use what they need to use. And what they need to use is usually all of it. Because I am pretty tiny and everything is terrifying. Their hunting style is still ambush-based. Even the little ones, they sit, they wait. They wiggle their little tails. They hope a lizard walks by and makes a terrible life choice. And because they're so colorful, they often choose hiding spots that contrast their bright bodies. Picture a glowing orange snake trying to hide behind a gray rock. Like, they'll never see me here. We see you, Tangerine buddy, we see you. Let's talk color genetics for a minute. Don't worry, we're keeping it simple. Albino morphs lack melanin, the dark pigment. So instead of the typical brown or black diamond patterns, this snake shows off warm yellows, peaches, whites, and oranges. The tangerine morph in particular intensifies those warm hues, giving that deep glowing orange that looks almost painted on. It's the reptile equivalent of, I may be dangerous, but I'm going to look fabulous doing it. Even other snakes probably look at it like, wow, you're dramatic. Now, it's visually stunning, like a shiny gemstone that could bite you. It challenges stereotypes. Not all venomous creatures look scary. Some look like candy that bites back. It reminds us that nature has a sense of humor. I made a rattlesnake. Now I'll make it bright orange. It shows the beauty of genetic diversity. Even within one species, the variety is incredible. It's adorable as a baby, like a dangerous Cheeto with eyes. So, just a couple safety tips, and this goes also for the cute little baby snakes, don't pick up wild snakes. This snake is not a Pokemon. Step carefully in snake territory. Tangerine or not, they blend better than you think. Juveniles may rattle quietly. Their rattles are small. Their warnings sound like a bug with performance anxiety. Give all rattlesnakes space. Even brightly colored ones deserve their personal bubble. Life lessons from a tangerine baby snake, Be bold. If God made you orange, glow proudly. You don't have to be big to be effective. Even tiny rattlesnakes get respected. Stand out. Blend in when needed, but don't be afraid to shine. Protect your peace. Shake your rattle when boundaries are crossed. Grow into your colors. You may look different as you age, but every stage is beautiful and important. And before we wrap it up, let's take a moment to appreciate just how unlikely the tangerine albino morph really is. Nature makes a lot of interesting decisions. Some we understand, some we're confused by. And some we look at and say, Lord, you were having fun that day. The tangerine albino western diamondback is one of those miracles of color and genetics that remind us creation isn't just functional. It's expressive, it's artistic, it's bold. It's the reptile's, world's version of sunset on legs. Legs it doesn't even have, but still, you got the idea. Now, let's talk about something adorable and hilarious. The baby rattlesnake rattle. Juvenile rattlesnakes start life with only a button, a single little segment that can't actually make any noise yet. So what do? They shake their whole tail with absolute confidence. Zero sound coming out. But the attitude of fear me, respect me, I'm dangerous. It's like a puppy trying to growl. It's the thought that counts. But here's the funny part. Even with no sound, that little snake is doing its very best to communicate. And that effort, that instinct, it's a reminder that even when we feel tiny, unprepared, or incomplete, we still have a voice. We still have a way to stand our ground. Sometimes your rattle isn't loud yet. Sometimes your confidence hasn't grown in all the way. Sometimes you're still figuring out how to shine, but you still matter. You still have purpose. And you still have something inside you that God placed there for a reason. Now, think about what it means for this little snake to be bright orange in a desert full of browns, tans, and grays. Most rattlesnakes blend in. That's their survival strategy. But the tangerine albino morph, nope. It stands out like a traffic cone with fangs. And yet it survives, it thrives, it grows. It carries its brightness proudly until it matures and deepens into its adult colors. That's a message right there. Sometimes you are a bright thing in a dull environment. Sometimes you are the one God made stand out. Sometimes you are the one who looks different, acts different, and thinks different. Just like Tom. And the difference is not a flaw. It's a design. It's a purpose. It's a calling. If a tiny orange rattlesnake can thrive in a world where it's not supposed to match anything around it, so can you. People underestimate juvenile rattlesnakes because they're small. But here's the truth. Small things can have big impact. Ask the warden. Small beginnings can lead to extraordinary lives. Small voices can deliver powerful messages. And sometimes God uses the tiniest creatures to remind us that strength isn't always loud, huge, or obvious. Sometimes strength is silent. Sometimes it glows. Sometimes it coils quietly and waits for the right moment. And sometimes it comes in the shape of a bright orange baby rattlesnake who could fit into your hand. A hand you should not put anywhere near it, to be quite clear. And thank you all so much for listening. And, guys, I hope your days are colorful, your steps are careful. And, every rattlesnake you encounter be viewed from a safe, educational, emotionally stable distance. Go in peace, go in joy, and remember, if God gave a rattlesnake the courage to be orange, surely he gave you the courage to be whatever he created you to be. Nah, they're not stuck. He'll get it. She'll get it, rather. It's a her, not a male. This is not snitch. Thank you, Dad Life. Yeah, somehow we lost a couple likes. I don't know how the hell that happened. She'll get it. I know she's been trying for a little bit, but she'll get it. It'll go. It's just going to take her a little bit of trying. I'm a watching, and if she, if she has any trouble, I'll get her and I'll help her. Oh yeah, it's going. It's a going. See, yeah. She just has to wiggle back and forth. Yeah, it's a little bit big of a rodent, for her, but she's getting to the age where she can eat a little bit bigger of stuff. So I got to slowly start introducing bigger meals to her. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. Why we lost likes. I don't know why we lost people. I have no clue. But, it's a little bit crazy, But whatever. It is what it is. I'm not even going to think about it. We're going to feed her. We're going to feed one more after her. And then we're going to call it a night. Hey guys, if anybody's in here that has not hit the thumbs up yet, please smash that thumbs up button for us. For some reason, we've lost a couple of a couple of likes. See that iron sword? It's all the way in her mouth now. She has got it past her mouth where you thought the feet were stuck. Hey, Dad Life, are you still here? You still got my phone number? No. Tonight's a shit night, guys. There you go. She's got her mouth all the way closed. Now, if you watch her body around it, you'll see her start using the muscles in her body, sort of walking up part of it. Then you'll see the front stretch out, and then the back will bunch up again. Yeah, guys, give me a snake emoji. Let me know who all's here. Yeah, it probably would suck. Yes, they can feel pain. Hey, girl. I'm just going to move you a little so you can work this down. Hey, big girl. Here. Here. I'm just moving you so you can get a different angle here. Come on. There you go. There you go, girl. There you go. There you go. It's okay. See? There you go. Yep, they feel pain. Well, I see we've got two people here. Well, three. We got Fish, too. At least we got that 21 likes. Let me get you some water, girl. You need water, don't you? Let me get you some water. That's all right, girl. Here. There you go. There you go, girl. Now you got water. Excuse me. All right, well, it looks to me like she's got that worked on down there, so I reckon now maybe we'll feed another one. Let me try to turn some other light on here. All right, guys. Alright guys, this one here is a West African bush viper. Its scientific name is Atheris chlorechis. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, girl. Hey. Come on, girl. Hey. Do I need to make it warmer? Mm-hmm. I'll go warm it up. I'm trying to get y'all a better view. There we go. Come on, you pig fucker. She has a piece of stuck skin on her back there that we can't get off, but all right, fish. See you tomorrow night. No one's fucking staying tonight. What's up, Trey? Had a good stream last night, Trey. Shit stream again tonight. I think she'll probably eat another one. I'm going to go ahead and try to give her one more. Another one? Another one? She'll lift back up. Come on, why are you getting fucking blurry? Quit. I don't know why it keeps blurring out like that. Come on, bro. Yep, that's exactly what happens, dude. Fuck YouTube. But as y'all see, this girl don't waste no damn time eating. Kermit the Snake, huh? That's pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Come here, Kermit the Snake. Come on up here. Come on, big girl. Come on. Come on, get your big butt up here. There you go. Get your big butt up there where we can see you. There we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. I just fed your ass, you little bitch. And you gonna pull some shit like that? Huh? Why would you pull some shit like that? You've never ever struck at me. Ever. That was the first time you ever struck at me. My God. You quit that shit. Here, get on your branch. Get on your fake branch. There. Get up there. I should have left you sit on the floor after that shit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm nice to you. I give you food, and now you're gonna do all this fucking bullying? Why are you trying to be a bully for? Huh? You ain't gonna bully me. I don't care if you strike. You can't reach me from there. At least I don't think so. You can't reach me from there. I don't give a damn. I don't fucking care. You're gonna stop that shit. Yeah. You guys see that bobbing right there as she's coming towards me? That's very classic of lots of West African snakes. Trey, is the one that Greg has and you have, is that Squamigera or Chlorechis? Yeah, this ain't a squam. This is a Theris chlorechis. That's why it has the yellow dots. All right, girl. There you go. I don't know if you got to see her or not, but this is Bethany. This is one of Snitch's babies right here. Yeah, the squams will do that. Squams will change color and stuff. You know, that's one of the reasons they get the name variable bush viper. Now the Chlorechis, you know, all the Chlorechis are always like what you just seen there. Now she's a very, very large Chlorechis example. But she has produced many, many babies here in captivity. It's very difficult to produce Chlorechis in captivity, but we have got it down to a science. What's up, Bobby Joe? Smash that like button, Bobby Joe. But yeah, Snitch's daughter. And if you guys look, you can actually tell, you know, the pattern and everything, you know. Snitch passed it down perfect. I mean, it's a perfect replica, you know, except, of course, Bethany's a little lighter in color because her mother is not a tangerine. Her mother's just a bubblegum. I don't think you were in here for the first one either, so let me move a cage here. And I'll show you the first one that we showed tonight. Get some light on the subject. There we go. There you go, Trey. That's the first one we showed tonight. There you go. The Bears won. The Bears won. Yeah, Trey, you don't get no prettier than this, though. Yes, sir. That's a perfect snake right there. Like I say, these snakes here, they are a naturally occurring, morph. It is not, this specific individual is captive bred and born, but it is, they are found in the wild. And to find them in the wild, though, like I told everybody else, they're kind of like trying to find chicken teeth, It's really hard to find them. Yeah, yep. They come out in the wild just like that. It's a southwestern speckled rattlesnake. It's just like all my other specks, just a different color morph. I got one more rodent here, and I don't know who to feed it to. I know who I'm going to feed it to, actually. I'm not going to show this one on camera, but I'm going to feed one here quick. Hopefully I can get her to take it. got you. Ring light down. Ring light down. You know, I bet you I messed this stream up tonight because when I went to start it the first time, I hit the button too soon, so I hurried up and canceled it. But it had started, so, and then I restarted it. I'll bet you I did. I messed it up tonight because it'll only do 3 notifications, and being that I did the 2 shorts earlier and I didn't schedule it last night, that's a problem. So but we're going to run about another 5 minutes and then we're going to call it quits unless we get some people chatting in here and stuff. What's up, Cayman? You're still here? Let me go get our, we're going to do an assist feeding here. I'll actually grab the tube and bring it over here. The hell is my scissors, bro? Come on, you fucking bitch. God damn it, man. Fighting every fucking thing tonight. I got you, Cayman. I got you. Yep. That's what it was, too, buddy. Right with you guys.
to go here or you want
Over there.
over there? Okay, here.
probably fucking clean that out. But here you go, girl. That's alright. I would make her a better cage anyway, but. Alright, there we go. Good deal.
All right, you good?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, they got a run dog store up my fence. Alright, guys. Everybody, y'all have a good night. I'm going to end the stream. I may pop back on with another stream here in a little bit, see how it goes. I don't know, though. We'll figure it out. But I appreciate everybody as always. Thank you very much. And y'all have a good night.